Sky Italy, though, have described today as a decisive day in Marcus Rashford's future, with AC Milan considering Barcelona as their main opponent in the race for the attacker. Some sources in Manchester believe that Barcelona is actually Rashford's favoured destination. Interesting, this, isn't it? I mean, you can see the appeal, obviously, of Barcelona. I'm sure it's most people's favourite destination. But in terms of Rashford, are Barcelona in a position to bring someone like Marcus Rashford into their side? We all know about their financial issues and their issues registering players.
Yeah, we saw that with Dani Olmo, who's been a bit of a revelation at Barcelona this season. He's been fantastic attacking midfield. And again, it's where Marcus would fit in. Obviously, players have got to go out. You're looking at maybe an Ansu Fati, a Ferran Torres. Arejo's been linked with Juventus, and that move is something that could potentially go through. But now Ingo Martinez is injured. There's question marks there at the back for Barcelona. So I think it's got to be someone on the way out. Obviously, the wages, the fee that they've got to pay to Manchester United for the loan potentially, and then in the summer, if they confirm that as a permanent transfer, there is question marks.
Just watched the Spanish Super Cup the other day when they absolutely tore Real Madrid to shreds, 5-2. Didn't seem to have too many problems going forward either. You've got Yamal, you've got Rafinha on the flanks. Where would Rashford fit in to that side?
I'm not sure. I think out of all the options, it's probably the most difficult to see where he would play. Maybe Rafinha, he's played in attacking midfield this season around 6 times, but he is incredible off the left, and he's been a revelation.
A renovation.
Nailed it. Great work. He's been a revelation to them this season. He's captained them a few times. He had such an outstanding performance against Real Madrid, and he seems to be the heart of that attack. Obviously, Lamine Yamal is the youngster and everyone's praising him. But when you see Barcelona attack, he's the main player. So maybe they're seeing Lewandowski might get injured or want to give him a few minutes on the substitute bench, or maybe Rafinha coming into attacking midfield. But I think that place would be harder for him to get in than anywhere else.
I think the interesting thing from Marcus Rashford's point of view is, let's not forget, I know I mentioned this last week, he has not played for Manchester United since the beginning of December. He is out of the England picture as we speak right now because he's not playing. So for Marcus Rashford, he needs to play. That is the first priority, you would think. I do agree with what you're saying about Barcelona. How much will he play? But let's not forget, they are in the middle of a title race, just a few points behind Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. And they are also doing very well in the Champions League table as well. And because he's played in the Europa League, he wouldn't be cup-tied if he was to go to Barcelona. Let's not forget, Barcelona will want to rotate your Yamals, your Rafinhas, so he should get game time if he is to go there. I just think as well, in terms of the football...
It's so settled. Their front line is so... They're so used to each other, and I feel like they're the best attacking team in the world right now, or one of.
In a way, you have to praise Marcus Rashford if it is his preferred choice, if he does want to go. Because as you said, the players he would be competing against are world-class, and perhaps Marcus Rashford hasn't shown that consistency in his career so far that he is at that level, but it's a challenge for him nevertheless.
For sure, but I think that, like you mentioned, the position as well. Balde on the overlap, Rashford inside from the left wing, that is the perfect position for him. The movement of Lewandowski off the line, the runs from deep, we saw that against Real Madrid, how potent that is. That's basically Rashford's game. I think it would be exciting. I think Hansi Flick wants depth in attack. But you think about Hansi Flick and the great players he's worked with, he's turned some wingers into some absolute monsters. Kingsley Coman, the likes of Gnabry at Bayern Munich. It would be super exciting for Rashford to move to Barcelona.
Huge breaking news, or is it? Kaveh Solokor has joined me again to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. What's he doing?
Well, Al Nassr are in talks with Cristiano Ronaldo about extending his contract. His present contract with the Saudi Arabian side, which is reported to be worth £3 million a week, is due to run out at the end of this season, this summer. His representatives are now talking to Al Nassr about extending that contract. Obviously, Al Nassr want him to stay because he's been such a big success. Even though he's going to be 40 next month,